Hello and welcome to the channel. If you've been watching YouTube this week, there's been numerous videos put out on the Huntsville Hamfest. That was this past weekend, August 20th and 21st in Huntsville, Alabama. There were several YouTubers in attendance, several returned that were there last year, as well as a few new ones. The first part of the video today covers some of what went on the Friday before the Hamfest at Sano State Park. Several of us met up at the pavilion, and there were a couple of radios and antennas in use. So let's watch the video clips. Here is the cabin we're staying at this year. It's a little bit backlit this morning, so it's kind of hard to see. Right around here's the next cabin with some of the front yard and the road that goes by it. But the most important thing I wanted to show you was, as we walk here, the view off of the mountain this morning. So it's pretty spectacular. And I did have a sunrise shot. I hope it's not getting blurred out. But somewhere right on the other side of those trees is an airport, actually a grass landing strip. I've watched it for several years while we've been here. We're walking down the road, a couple of other cabins that are nearby. I highly recommend you come up here and visit. All right, here's the entrance to the pavilion we're going to be setting up at today, and looks like we've already got a good crowd gathering. And over there by the truck is Papa Pota himself, Mike, K8MRD.
The antenna itself is $5.99. That's not bad. And then
all the way down.
Yeah.
Huh, Chris.
Anyway. Yeah, Roger, I got you about a 2x2, 22 in part kilo 7, where am I? Kilo 1048, 1048. Yeah, you're fading, but I got you in the log, good contact, 73, 73.
By this point, we have one or two stations already on the air, and as you've seen, Mike was already activating, but everybody seems to be standing around and talking about their equipment and catching up.
I used it mainly as a second receiving, and it was mainly always electrical. I don't hear anything.
I don't know if the club did or not.
There are guys that do it in the club.
This is some video that I took after I left the pavilion to go set up a booth in our section of the boneyard. Now, if you look at this point, this is from the boneyard looking across the main hall where we were set up in. And it seems like that no matter where you go, a little rain must fall, but we had an enormous amount, as you can see by the leaves that are stuck to the screen porch on the cabin, as well as the amount of water going around the cabin. And it's hard to see the waterfall here, but we actually had one. The next part of the video is during the Saturday of the Hamfest. It's some clips of the opening of the doors at the beginning of the Hamfest and a tour of the main vendor selection. Let's take a look. All right, the main doors, as we're waiting for the floodgates to open, And we'll just do a little quick span around. There's a Icon booth down there. I see Josh, KI6 and AZ, and Ray Novak. The ARRL booth, and I do believe that is the one and only Steve Goodgame, K5 ATA, and someone is actually taller than him. Look at that. Looking down this aisle, I see Ham World on the right, Ham World on the left. Right at the end is MFJ's booth. There's Ham Radio Outlet booth, and a Flex Radio booth back behind that. If you go to the left of the Ham Radio Outlet, there's the Elecraft booth back there. And we'll just swing on around from this side of the building. There's the Youth Lounge, as well as the Gigaparts booth and the Bronco. We also have some tables being set up for the stage presentation of Youth Ham of the Year. All right, folks, we're just a few minutes away from the opening of the doors, and as you can see, we have quite a few of the other YouTubers here. I see Jason from Ham Radio 2.0, Jason, KM4ACK, Frank from Tank Radio, and Kat, Dixie DX is here. So we're just waiting for the official start, and that looks like Kyle, AA0Z, coming through. He finally made it. I forgot to show y'all that Amateur Radio Roundtable, W5KUB, is here as always and faithful, and I seen him on the air streaming just a few minutes ago. And there is Josh, KI6 NAZ. So all the cool kids are here.
Hamfest doors open in 1 minute. 1 minute till Hamfest doors open.
All right, the announcer just said 1 minute until the doors open. And there's Vern. Don't cross the streams.
Good morning, everyone. It's Hamfest time in Huntsville. We'd like to welcome you to the 2022
And we
Huntsville
are
Hamfest.
off. Everybody have a great Hamfest.
A friendly Hamfest. So thank you for coming out to the 2022 Huntsville Hamfest.
It does look like a very good turnout today. Now, there's also a mad dash to put the winning ticket into the barrel that they're going to be drawing today and tomorrow. All right, we're going to take a walk down this back aisle right here. And like I showed you before, there is the Flex Radio booth and the Ham Radio Outlet booth. We have Elecraft coming up on the left, and ABR Industries is right here. DX Engineering has made it tonight. Phase Doc has made it as well. Good to see them. And Ham Source has made it as well with all their wares. And there's Ryan. Ryan, say hi to YouTube. K9LAF. And we have t-shirts and caps. And this is the beginning of the vendor flea market here, the individual non-commercial sales. And like before, the Ham Radio Outlet and MFJ booths. There's Elecraft booth right there. And once again, the ABR Industries. Lots of good looking coax. I believe I'm gonna have to check them out later. Here's the Yaesu booth, several radios on display. The 1010 International Sideband Net is here. You can get your custom call sign hat, as well as name plates. And we're back at the end of the aisle that shows ham source. And once again, this is a general overview of the flea market area. Here is Tower Electronics with their flashing light. It's always easy to see them. All right, as we go through the third aisle with MFJ on the right, the ARRL on the left. Here is one part of Ham World's booth, all the way down this side to there. And the other side of the pathway is Ham World as well. And my go-to antennas is here, the TN07. Those very, very good antennas, made in Tennessee. And the Shack in the Box crew. They make very good products, so y'all should check them out. And on the other end is the Sign Man. All right, this aisle has got Happy Feet shoe and boot insoles. The AMSAT booth. Foundation specialist. Excuse me. And here is a chat radio booth. And Bridgecom, very, very good products. We also have Heaven Sent Survival, has a booth here with a lot of products. Dayton Hamvention has a booth. Oh, excuse me. Orlando Hamcation has a booth. And Hamwares has a booth set up. Lots and lots of interest at the Icon booth. I believe they are coming out with a new radio very, very soon, so everybody's checking it out and looking. On the very front aisle, oh, look at that, pop-up holder. We have American Contingency that has a booth there. Radio Waves has one set up here. Relay for Life has got one set up. Commotion Fueling Management. Here's this side of Chat Radio's booth. North Alabama DX Club. And as we come around to the end of the major vendors, it's Wild Sage, Native American Jewelry's got a booth set up. Quicksilver Radio has got a booth out here. After the Hamfest on Saturday, the YouTubers, we met back up at the pavilion in the state park, had some food brought in, and just had an overall general good time. A lot more catching up, discussing different things. We also had some entertainment, so keep check on these guys' channels. It looks like we had a record attendance this year as well. I did not get to stay for the second day of the Hamfest, and I did not get a chance to tour the Boneyard section as I was actually working a booth with my wife. The weekend was full of great people and great times. In the description, there will be links to a couple of the vendors that I displayed on video, as well as a couple of Discords that I'm a member on. The Discord accounts are free, and there's lots of great people on there, as well as a wealth of information to be shared. You should check them out. That's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks again, and 7-3.